welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the BYU Cougars and the Louisville Cardinals. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll move the tight end. Here's Brown to begin the drive. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Hand off for Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now they're going to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the catch. It's Martin. Wide open space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field, and if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Open field on the right. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
The run inside. It's Martin. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Might have a chance. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. Like, the injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Cardinals are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. Got his man. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Lyons. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments.
Eagle, check, eagle.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Finds his way inside the 25-yard line. He's got enough for the 1st down. Mark it at the 24. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Louisville. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab, it's Casper. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
There's some room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
To the air on second down. With the catch, it's McCoy. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards up.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And they tacked on the extra point. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you what, that one stings a little bit. You're trying to get a drive together, trying to get some points to dig out of your hole. Now you turn it over right before the half. All the momentum shifts straight to the other side.
Got some room in to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Throwing right. That's reeled in. It's Phillips. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Roman! Spear!
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Complete to the right. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns.
Touchdown, Cougar! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Ducks getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's McCoy. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reads it, fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Slings it downfield. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch him because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. Just looking for...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it.
Makes the grab and room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's...
Makes the catch, and he's free. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Cardinals, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. A give to Brown. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be 3rd and long. One more time, it's Brown. Here's a little room there. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Snowed under by the defense. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Number 98 set to kick this one off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. BYU right back to the line. Trying to pound it in. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Got enough for the first. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy...
Touchdown, Louisville! Made the grab in the end zone. Ready to try the point after. Oh, and they blocked it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. He wants a big play here late. And he's thrown another interception. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like...
And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver.